What is up, everybody? It is your friend Philly Fan back to discuss another fight for UFC Fight Night for June 20th, 2020. We have Jim Miller versus Roosevelt Roberts. Jim Miller, veteran in the game, 36 years old with a 31-14 record. A little bit long in the tooth, kind of at the end of his career, going up against a young and upcoming really good fighter in Roosevelt Roberts, 10-1, 26 years old, really trying to make a name for himself. This is an interesting fight because, like I was saying, this is a tale of two different fighters. One guy that's kind of towards the end of his career, another one that's just kind of starting out and really starting to blossom a little bit. I mean, this is a big fight for both in a sense, because if Jim Miller loses this fight, I mean, what's the point in even continuing with this any longer? And for Roosevelt Roberts' side, if he wins, I mean, Jim Miller is a pretty respected fighter, a very respected fighter. So getting a win like this would be huge for him. So I love Roosevelt Roberts in this match. I mean, the books would dictate that as well, as he is the minus 230 favorite. But the reasoning for why I really like him is I just think his game is set up perfectly to match up against what Jim Miller likes to do. Now, Jim has been a little bit of feast and famine early on, or not early on, but lately in his last few fights. I mean, if you look, it's either win or lose in the first round. So in a scenario like that, if he's able to somehow sting Roosevelt Roberts, get him on the ground, and obviously he's a tremendous grappler, really good on the mat. I mean, maybe he could finish him off. I just don't really see that happening, because not only can Roosevelt Roberts box, but he can defend well from keeping himself from getting on the ground. And if he is on his back, he has a really good job of being able to get back up onto his feet. I expect him to be able to use his length. He's got a 72-inch reach. He's 6'2". I think he's going to be able to keep, Jim Miller away from him. He's going to be able to box his game in the center of the ring. I don't think he's got enough power to knock out Jim Miller. Not only that, because Jim is really tough also, but I do think that Roosevelt Roberts wins in a unanimous decision. So that's where I'm going, guys. I'm going Roosevelt Roberts to get the victory. Let me know what you guys think, and best of luck. Again, this is Philly Fan with Sports Gambling Daily.